programs and possible job opportunities for veterans, and also donations. Welcome to the program, Greg.
Hey, thank you for having us on. I'm really proud to be here.
Thank you for what you're doing in the community for our veterans.
We're doing our best. This is not just one man's effort. This is the community's effort, the way I look at it.
Yeah. So. Last time we had you here, we were talking about certification for businesses.
Yes.
So what's been going on?
Well, there's been a couple of business owners looking to see if they can get certified to do business with the federal government as well as the state, but they must have a certain number in order to apply when they get involved with the safety award system. And you must have that number in place first before you can even bid on any type of project. So we're looking at helping some people get there, hopefully.
All right, we'll talk a little bit more about that. But Greg, let's introduce yourself to our listening audience. I know they're familiar with you, but for those who are not familiar with Veterans Corner, tell them about it.
Yeah, well, actually, veterans, I'm a Navy veteran of the Vietnam era. And Veterans Corner started out in 2012 when I was working for the state. And as a veteran representative, I approached my superior about putting it on, and they said, okay, let's see what we can do about it. So since 2012, I've been doing the show on AOC, Acadian Open Channel, and it's still playing. Nothing has changed. And right now, last year, I've decided to, something was placed on my heart, I guess you can say, about going regional. So I've approached 4 major television media outlets here. They all said yes, they'd like to do something with us. So that has been a project for this last year. And there were certain employers that said that they wanted to be one of the sponsors. But when I turned it into a nonprofit organization back in November of last year, that's when the oil industry went downhill.
Right.
And everybody started doing a little crawfish dance, backing up, which I don't blame them. I don't blame them. It's hitting you in the pocketbook, So
but they were interested in it.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong.
So that means when it comes back up, guess what?
Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, since then, I mean, I think I mentioned last time that I did an interview with Secretary Strickland for the state, and I had the pleasure of doing 3 interviews for veteran benefits with the regional office out of New Orleans. That's a lot of information there.
Absolutely.
And just recently, I was surprised, and I did 3 interviews with Social Security.
Okay. So what's come out of that?
Well, I mean, it's people have to hear about it. So in other words, that's why I'm trying to go into various media outlets, letting people know, and I'm getting responses from here and there, But it takes a little time to get the word out. But I would tell anybody, go, if you want to get some information on, say, Social Security, go to my website, which is Veterans Corner, veterans with an S, corner.vet, not net, vet. And go into the employee section and go into the government agencies and look at all 3 of them, And believe it or not, there's a section for veterans with the Social Security, which I was not even aware of. So, I mean, it's things like that pop up that catches me off guard. So they kind of put me in a position where I want to put it out there. Yeah,
I love how you network and, you put the opportunities out there for veterans.
Yeah.
What is the purpose of what you're doing?
Well, it started out as a mission to help veterans with employment and also meeting their needs as well as their families' needs. But since then, it has morphed into a larger arena where we're involved with training centers with the National Learning Center, which is from the University of Colorado. We got SBA courses on the website that they can go into for existing business owners as well as entrepreneurs. They got a little job section there. We have, which is the 2 new programs, which is the certification and also for the home mortgage program.
Yeah.
And not counting the interviews.
I know the last time you were here, you were saying that a lot of these opportunities are out there, but the veterans don't know.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is getting the word out is kind of difficult. So the more people such as yourself and other people that I've been involved with, the word is getting out. And in fact, just last, I think a couple of weeks ago, I was on another talk show, and a gentleman from Texas called me to help him with the problem with the VA. not with the VA, but more or less with the system, trying to get his Purple Heart and trying to get involved with Agent Orange, and they're somewhat denying him, I guess you can say. And so I'm hoping to see what I can do to help him get those benefits as well as his Purple Heart.
So you're getting calls from people like that, and just other calls from people that just need some help and distress.
Yeah. And this one gentleman called in for the home mortgage program, and I was, I guess you could say, smitten because he had 8 children living in his home, and he's working hard every day, and he wanted to repair his roof. And I said, look, all I can do is let me see what I can do to help you. I can't guarantee nothing, but let's make it happen. And I'm sorry to say I couldn't make it do it. I couldn't make it happen. But the point is, he tried to reach out, and I tried to help him, and that's what the whole thing is about.
Absolutely. Now, I understand that investors have reached out to you for some possible rural development.
This is a biggie. Yeah. And the thing is that I've been contacted where these investors wish to work with me to get projects off the ground, whether it be rural projects or individual projects, and they kind of gearing it towards veterans, but they would, do community projects, and no project is too large for these people. Yeah. So it's just a matter of getting the right project and meet their requirements, and they will work through me, more or less like partnering with me to make things happen here in Acadiana and around the state.
Amen. Amen. Well, if you're just joining us once again tonight, our guest is Greg Gagne. He's the president and host of the television show Veterans Corner. I know you've probably seen him on television. Businesses helping veterans out there. Now, what are some of the programs that are available for veterans?
Well, I mean, like I said, as far as for the programs, I'll put it this way.
Are the services more like
Well, put it like this here. For services, I just need to know what it is you need, and I will go out there and make it happen. I will get the contacts. If I can't help you, I will make sure I'll get the right resource that you can go to make it happen. So when you say what services, I just need to know what it is you need, and I'll just go from there and work it, because there are so many projects, there are so many programs out there that nobody knows about. That includes me. So I got to put my little thinking cap on and go out there and go touch people that I know, networking, and try to get into their mindset and try to help them, pull out information from them, and eventually we will get to the right source and we can help.
Is there like a website that they can go on to find out what are these programs or services that they...
Well, they can go to my website, which is veteranscorner.vet, and what you can do, if you have a problem, just contact me through my contact point on the website, which is veteranscorner.vet, or you can call me at 337-315-3259. And what I need to do is find out what the veterans need, because everybody's out there have different needs. So it's like a collage, I guess you can say, of all types of needs. I just need to know what it is that one veteran need. Now, the Veterans Corner is designed to help veterans. They have first preference, but we will help non-veterans as well. So
that's good.
It's for everybody. But I just want the audience to know that veterans have first preference, but we're not going to deny a non-veteran at all.
Oh, that's awesome. So if there's churches listening right now, veterans or non-veterans listening, they have questions about programs or services, they can go onto your website. And what's that website again?
Yeah, veteranscorner.vet, and of course 315-3259. But if you have a project that's designed for veterans or some type of larger project, please get in contact with me, because we may make your dream come true.
Absolutely. Greg, why are you so passionate about what you do?
Well, I guess you could say because I am a veteran, and my father was a veteran, and other people in my family were veterans. And I know, I hate to say this, but I know when I got out of Vietnam era during that time, we were treated like stepchildren. The VA and the Congress didn't treat us right at all. And for 40 years before they let me into the health system. So I guess you could say I could have some real anger, I guess you can say, towards them, but I'm saying no. I mean, God has blessed me too much.
Right.
So, understanding by working with the state, I realize that there are many programs out there, and the state does a very good job, okay? However, sometimes it gets a little bogged down in the bureaucracy of it, but they do have programs out there, and I wanted to make sure that the veterans in the community know what is out there. And since 2012, this has been on my dime. Nobody else's, it's on my dime.
Yeah.
So,
since you started Veterans Corner, have you started to see some changes?
yeah. I mean, I've started to see some changes. I mean, I hate to say that. I not hate to say that, but let me just say I've started to see changes. And one of the big changes I found or seen or was a part of, I guess you could say, is the new outpatient clinic in the Lafayette. And with that, you can go on my website as well, see like a little 3-minute compact video of what to expect at the clinic. But all I can say is that my passion, I guess you could say from my own personal experiences of, I guess you could say it like this here, what it says, my people perish because of lack of knowledge.
I was just thinking
So
of that.
for me, I understand how much information is out there that is not reaching the community as well as the veteran community.
Right.
Yeah.
Or have you been reaching out to the churches as well?
I really haven't had time, but I mean, I got a lot of people on my mind.
Okay, well, guys, if you're, I forgot you were recording this. If you're watching or if you're listening, hear his heart tonight. He's reaching out to our veterans in our community.
Well, I tell you what, I just recently appeared on Good Morning Acadiana, and I'm trying to get on again with Paspa 2 and the rest of them. You know.
Yeah, KTC, KLFY, KJN.
I'm trying to get them on.
Yeah.
You know, I'm getting on there, so you got a little video about that as well.
KAJN.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, brother, I believe that God is opening up some doors of opportunity for you because it's not just about you. You realize that.
No, I realize that. The thing is, I'm not making it about me. It's never been about me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about reaching the other people. Now, I'm sure other people would say, yeah, you know, don't listen to him. You know, it's not. It's for his benefit. Well, if it's for my benefit, I should be rich right now, which I'm not.
Okay.
So.
I want you to speak to that military person that's just getting out.
Just getting out?
Just getting out, and think of where you were at that time. And what are some things that you would tell them?
Well, it's kind of hard. They got a lot of information.
Because, you know, they're looking for information.
Well, the thing is that getting out of the military, understand that in every parish in the state of Louisiana, there is a Veterans Affairs counselor that is there to help you, not counting the veteran representative that working with the state as a DVOP to help you. Okay, just because if you apply for something, don't take the negative, but turn around and go back and appeal it and just keep going over and over. Just don't stop until you get the result that you want. And sometimes it may be negative, but the point is, just don't give up on the first try. A young man came to me and he said, I want to go back in the military. I said, why do you want to go back in the military? He said, well, I can't find work. Well, he was making $4,000 a month in the military. And he comes home and he cannot get a $10 an hour job. And he says, I want to go back to the military. And I would say, look, if you're going into the military for the money, it's the wrong reason. Don't go in there. However, if you're going into the military, if you want to make it a career, that's the best place you can be. But understand that in the end, there are people out there, other veterans, organizations that's willing to help you. Just say yes rather than sit back and listen to somebody else that tells you, no, they can't do nothing about it. Well, for me, I'm saying I knock on every door.
Yeah.
So what I tell people is to don't just go to one resource to answer a question. Go out there and do multiple resources. Go find information from this, the VA, go to the state, go to other organizations. In other words,
there are many avenues.
There are many avenues. Just don't go to one place and say, I'm going to accept this. No. we got more sides to get as much information as possible.
I got you. Once again, our guest tonight has been Greg Gagne. He is the president and host of the show Veterans Corner, and he's helping veterans out there. He's helping them to get the information out. So listen, what's the information that you need to get out to the listening audience again about your show?
I need to get out right now. It's on AOC, the Canadian Open Channel. It appears. I used to have a weekly show. However, it got too difficult to do that. But I am on the show, and it is appearing. You can also go on my website, which is veteranscorner.vet, and you can see my picture there and talking to people.
Is there a phone number as well?
Yes, 315-3259 or veteranscorner.vet. Go to the contact page and ask me whatever questions or whatever needs that you have. I'll see what I can do to help you.
All right, veteranscorner.vet, right?
That's right.
All right, and how can we best pray for our military and for our
best
veterans?
Pray?
Yes.
You kind of got me stumped there. Oh, yes. The only thing I can tell people is that when I sit down and talk with my God, okay, is just continue to show mercy on me, because I am unworthy of His love or even grace,
As we all are.
So what I do, I just constantly remind Him, hey, keep giving me your mercy. Words are one thing, but sincerity is another. And sometimes I just sit there and ask God just to have mercy on me. Repeat it over and over again.
Amen.
But other than that, if you need help in that part, I don't mind helping you there too. I got a lot of experiences. Some good ones and some bad ones that I can use. I'm not afraid to share my testimony with anybody.
Amen, amen. Greg Gagne, and you can reach him at veteranscorner.vet. You can always catch him on his television talk show as well. And when does that air?
Well, it airs periodically now because I'm not doing it on a weekly show anymore, but I'm trying to get on the 4 channels, major channels here in Acadiana. So once that happens, then I'm going to be every week, every weekend, and making it happen. And
we're thanking God for godly connections for you,
for
open doors.
Yeah, well, once I do it here, I'm going to be going into other regions of the state, so I'll be covering the whole state.
Yeah, and you need favor to go out.
Oh, yeah.
Pray for that.
Well, He's brought me a long way. Yeah.
All right, how can we help out? How can we make a donation maybe to help out with what you're doing?
Understand, you can make a donation to the Veterans Corner, go on the website, but understand I'm not asking for anything. I want people to do it out of the sincerity of their heart. Okay, so for me, whether you contribute or not, I will do what I believe is right in my heart to do what I think I'm doing best for my veteran comrades. And for those of you who wish to participate with us, believe me, I'm most gracious for your help. But I'm not here looking for money, but if you wish to share whatever resources that you have, I will take everything you have.
That's right. I feel like when you are opening your life up and your time up to help others, well, then I feel that the blessing should come back to you as well, and so that you can help more people.
Yeah, and also I know that you have contributed to us as well, and I appreciate that. But for anybody else, like I'm saying, if you're really sincere in believing that what Veterans Corner is doing for veterans and the community, please help us out. But otherwise, it's no big deal. That's how I look at it.
All right. Well, it's a big deal what you're doing. We thank God for you. 3 points tonight before we leave. What do you want people to know?
Well, for one thing, it's about veterans. The second thing is about community, and the third thing is that we work together.
Amen.
That's the 3 things I can come up with.
Well, Greg, once again, thank you for what you're doing in our community and with our veterans out there. If you guys need to reach him, you can find him at veteranscorner.vet, right?
Yeah, you're right.
All right, and thank you for joining us tonight, okay?
Okay, thank you, Tiffany.
All right, this has been Cajun Talk, a public affairs presentation of KJN. This program has been pre-recorded.